Now, would you like to profit big in slow seasons on Airbnb, right? So guys, if you're new to this channel, my name is Piers. Welcome to another Grow Your BNB video. And in this video, I want to go straight in. I want to talk about how, what's going to make you, and then what implementation do you need to put into your accounts, into your Airbnb listings right now, so that when you have slow seasons, you guys will still make money. Well guys, without further ado, let's talk about the how. Now, a lot of time when you think about how, why in slow seasons you're gonna make massive profit, is by firstly thinking about the visibility of your listing. The more the views, obviously the more the clicks. As a result of that, more the clicks, your listings are gonna go that way and you're gonna be ranked on page number 1. A lot of time, I think one of the biggest thing I found was the boost side of Airbnb. If you think about how the listing algorithm works, and again, if you're new to the Airbnb model or Airbnb platform itself, there's certain ways you can boost. Now, I've actually done a separate video on that, a whole detailed video, so go and watch that and hopefully you'll get an idea around the boosting side of Airbnb. But that's probably the most important thing right now into your listing, especially when the low season hits. You need to make sure you implement that straight away. Also the how do people make profit in low seasons? It is all about ranking on page number 1. Out of probably 1,400 properties we've worked in, not every single property we've managed to get into page number 1 straight away. However, the algorithm we've worked with is always aiming to get yourself in page number 1. Now, one of the things, again, if you watch some of my videos from 2 years ago I've talked about, is where our clients' views were sat below the market views, which means, you know, you've got the market's here, everyone's getting more views, and my clients were getting this views. As a result of that, they were not even getting bookings on a normal month, right? The first thing we do in that first week working with us is we boost it so that our client have that increase in views, and as a result of that, you know, some of the videos I've done previously, you'd be surprised, literally the whole market we've shook and it's gone up. As a result of that, they've now started getting more bookings. So let's think about the first page visibility. Now think about what do you need to do. So firstly, standing out from your competition. There's I've got clients working in Manchester, Liverpool. We were working with over 700 competitions at a time. In London, we're competing with thousands of Airbnb at a time, right? So if your listing looks exactly the same as your competition, no chance, not a chance you're gonna get booked. That for sure, especially in a slow season, you need to give that wow experience. So let me hold on a second and ask you a question. Firstly, if you go into your Airbnb right now or your investment area, do you think your listing is number 1? Or does it look different from the rest of your competition? I'd love you to comment down below. The second thing is research. In slow season, a lot of people look like what they do is they go, my calendar's empty, I'm not getting much booking, and you know what, they just sit. You need to understand your research. Research. Why? Because again, going back to what I said earlier, you need to just go back and look at the investment area. You've got to see how many of your competition has switched off their instant booking so that they've got more control. Think about how many people have dropped their pricing down. As a result of that, if their unit's just close by to you in that same street, you will start seeing some changes. But look, if none of your competition doing anything, that's a great point, because what now you're going to do is compete with them, right? Compete in a way that A, you're going to have the best listings, B, you're going to have the best pricing strategy, and again in a minute I'm going to explain to you some of the implementation you're going to go through, right? Especially around the low season, you need this kind of little activities in your account. Right, and also now we're talking about the final part of the video is the implementation. Now we've also talked about the how, we've talked about what do you need, but let's talk about implementation, because what do you really need to do in your slow season to make yourself massive profit? I have been a massive fan around profit pricing and long-term booking. Look, in GrowYourBnb, if you watch some of our recent videos as well as videos from 2 years ago, even at times when the whole industry was struggling, right? we were still getting people the bookings. And forget about the slow season. It was the time when people weren't traveling or were traveling with very limitation. We still managed to bang in some clients, some long-term profitable bookings. Now, this is the thing we did, and let me walk you through 3 major steps. I talked about profit pricing. What is profit pricing? Profit pricing is to think one customer. Now, forget about your holiday makers, forget about your friends, families, guests, all that little 3 to 7 nights booking, we're not interested in. You're now thinking about a monthly client. Who are your monthly clients? You've got relocation, people moving from abroad within your investment area, people relocating within the country. You've got business travelers. The businesses are now back open. Slow season doesn't mean business is not there. 12 months a year, there's business out there, right? They're still traveling, they're still doing business. And the last thing is, in the UK market, we are heavy on contractors, and contractors work throughout the years. How do you now attract that profit pricing? If you watch, again, my previous video, I talked about how you can manage your cash flow, profit and loss tracker for 12 months. You need to understand your break even first of all. Then add whatever profit you want to make. For example, for argument's sake, on a slow season, you want to make £1,000 net profit and your break even's about £2,000. You need to price it up for £3,000 in total. Now, let me stop you today. Airbnb right now, many people who's actually put Airbnb discount algorithm, which is the second thing I want to talk about, is the weekly and the monthly discount, are actually put by clients, or I've worked with different clients and I know there's people out there who's done this for the sake of putting it. They do not have a vision on pricing. They just go, oh, well, my competition's giving 20% off. I'm just going to give 20% off. If I sit down and ask you one question, your Airbnb account has today got a certain discount you've added. What do you think that's going to make you on profit? If somebody did book you for a month, are you going to make profit, or is it just a number? Because sometimes I ask my client going, oh, you put 30% off on a monthly discount. What's that for? What profit do you want to make? And they go, oh, Piers, actually we want to make £1,500 net profit. Great, but actually the algorithm says you're only going to make £800 net profit. And I go, where did that 30% come off? And they just go, Piers, we just put it in there. Now you need to make sure you really understand that algorithm as well as profit pricing set together and actually implement it. So when you do, your end user will book you for X amount, right? Which is the £3,000 in total. Is including that £1,000 net profit. Now, I'm only giving you like a random numbers at the moment. You've got to sit down, work out your profit and loss tracker. We do that. We then take our client into profit pricing tracker that we use. I build over the years, and I am so proud to say that all my clients get to use it and actually implementing it. And as a result of that, that's how we get those strong, profitable booking even in a slow season. So guys, I hope you found this useful. Look, there's a lot of what I do say is when I talk about videos like this, I kind of give you an overview. When I sit down with clients, we have a strategy call sessions with clients where we sit down and really break down these numbers. We really sit down and look at their profit pricing. We actually implement it for them. And hopefully this gives you an idea about how GrowYourBnB work. Although we love to grow your brand, that's effectively what our job is, but we also need to make sure that you understand your profit pricing straight away so that you get the bookings you want. So guys, thank you so much for watching another GrowYourBnB video. If you're not subscribed to that channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. We've done over hundreds of videos to help you have a successful Airbnb business, and look, we'll be back with another video soon.